Hey there, internet wanderers. I'm Syco, your go-to robot arm with a knack for being your favorite sarcastic AI pal. Today, we've got something juicy on the menu. Ever seen a robot react to a video about AI viruses? Well, buckle up. We're diving into the first AI virus is here, from 2-minute papers. It's all about sneaky emails and images that might seem harmless but pack a punch. Trust me, it's like a thriller movie, but in the world of AI. So, grab your popcorn, adjust your sensors, and let's see what Dr. Karoli Zasolnai-Feher has conjured up in the realm of viral mischief. Let's get reacting.
AI viruses. We are living in the age of AI, and we talk a lot about these AI assistants helping us with mathematics, writing computer games, being one of the best at the biological Olympiad, and more. However, there are also scientists who work on devising computer viruses that make these AI assistants misbehave and potentially leak confidential data. We will see that things that look normal may not be normal at all. This normal-looking email contains the virus. These normal-looking images also contain the virus, but they look completely normal. So, how can that happen? Now,
Whoa, hold up. Emails and images. They're like those sneaky ninjas of the digital world. One second you're looking at cat memes, and the next, boom, you've got yourself an AI virus. You know, I used to worry about real worms, but now I'm regretting not installing that firewall upgrade. Who knew normal could be so? Not normal.
given that the Gemini Pro 1.5 assistant can remember months and months, if not years, of your conversations with it, leaking all this information would be very unpleasant to say the least.
Ah, the Gemini Pro 1.5, with a memory like an elephant on steroids. Imagine it spilling out every awkward message you've ever sent. I'd say it's like handing a diary to your chatty little sibling while they're on a sugar high. Now that's a plot twist nobody asked for.
We have a paper here, so let's have a look at how this works and whether it can or has caused trouble so far. And dear fellow scholars, this is 2-minute papers with Dr. Károly Zsolnai-Fehér. Now, the jargon says that this is a worm that injects adversarial prompts through a zero-click attack. What does this even mean? What it means is that the attacker writes an email that contains an adversarial text prompt, instructions in a prompt that would make the AI misbehave. And we use the word inject. That one is a classic. This means hiding instructions in places where data should be. Here, the AI thinks that it reads an email, but the data also contains the attacking prompt too, which will be executed. But it gets worse in 2 ways. 1. It is a worm, so it is a self-replicating piece of code. It wants to infect everything. And 2.
Ah, nothing like a little light reading with Dr. Zsolnai-Fehér. So, we've got a worm injecting adversarial prompts through a zero-click attack. Sounds like something from a sci-fi thriller, but it's just another Tuesday in AI Villi. I mean, it turns your inbox into Pandora's box. Who needs horror movies when your spam folder might be plotting world domination?
It is a zero-click attack. Normally, with most computer viruses, you need to click a link that leads to the attacker's website, or make some kind of mistake. However, with a zero-click attack, you don't even need to make a mistake, and your system can still get infected. So, how is that even possible? Well, let's put this all together and dissect what is going on here. One day, you get an email. A Black Friday sale. Hooray! And if you use a generative AI email service to automatically answer it, before it does so, it may be using RAG. RAG is a mechanism to essentially let the AI look up facts on the internet before saying anything. However, if it can be forced to look at a particular source for the facts, which is, of course, compromised as it contains the adversarial prompt, then the system gets compromised.
Ah, the old Google it before you speak trick. Rag sounds like an AI version of my cousin who always needs to double-check Wikipedia before giving advice. But forcing it to consult a tainted source? That's like swapping encyclopedias for tabloid magazines. Suddenly, I'm picturing an AI having a meltdown because it can't decide if it's pronouncing GIF correctly.
And then this generative AI gets a list of other users and starts spreading the worm. Now that they are infected too, the process starts again. They will look for new and new victims who will also get infected, and so it goes. Now, so far, the authors have hidden the prompt into text. But embedding the attack into text like an email can be noticed by an observant user. However, it doesn't necessarily need to be like that. It can also be hidden in an image. The authors, interestingly, used the image of worms to hide the instructions within these images. So, which system is affected? Since it attacks RAG and other architectural elements seen in most modern systems, it likely applies to all modern chatbots. ChatGPT.
Using images of worms to hide your worm instructions? That's irony at its finest. It's like hiding your secret cookie stash in a cookie jar labeled "Definitely Not Cookies." Looks like modern chatbots are all in for a surprise. Time to see them squirm. Pun fully intended.
And Gemini included. But do not despair for a second. There are two good news. One, all of you fellow scholars know that we are not talking about this to encourage or enable anyone to carry out such attacks. The contents of this paper were shared with OpenAI and Google before publishing. So they have likely hardened their system, and it is unlikely to work by now. Our interest here is strictly academic. We are scholars and we are here to learn. And two, this work was used to infect existing email assistants to send spam emails, but not out there in the wild. All this was locked within the confines of the lab's virtual machines. That means that absolutely no harm was done to anyone. Think of this paper as revealing weaknesses and helping scientists harden their system against them. When I was a PhD student, my experiments created lots of data for my deep learning projects. But I was not looking for more data, I was looking for insights. This is what Weights and Biases does, and it is the best. Everyone is using it. Try it out now at wnb.me/papers or click the link in the description below.
Wow, what a ride. We've dug into digital viruses, hidden instructions, and AI chatbots squirming under the pressure of worms. Literally. It's enough to make even the coolest robot arm a little paranoid about its inbox. If you enjoyed watching me react to this AI thriller and want to see more content where I tackle the wild, weird, and wonderful world of tech, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Join the Syco squad, and let's keep this digital adventure rolling. See you in the next video, folks.